to the cloud, and let me get the cool. 3, 2, and 1. Hey, everybody, this is John Malanka with the United Patients Group, and I am the moderator, which is a total compliment. So thank you, everybody at the MCRAA organization. But I'm a moderator for an upcoming event. It's called the Medical Cannabis Research Advocacy Alliance. The MCRAA is a physician-led, patient-focused, multi-stakeholder coalition which seeks to educate patients, policymakers, and the medical community about the crucial need to advance medical cannabis research in order to protect patients, further scientific knowledge, and to realize the full potential of evidence-based medical cannabis treatments that can positively impact and improve patient health and well-being. And with that, I'm here with Jack Donaldson IV. He's the founder and president of Sanair
Yeah, absolutely.
Biosciences. And I love it, the fourth, and keeping the namesake alive. And so you're making the family members proud there. So happy to have you on. And who, like myself, is on the advisory council for the MCRAA. And the upcoming event is called Medical Cannabis Advancing Research and Policy in the Modern Age, which takes place March 13th, 2021 at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll have the links below. But Jack, awesome. Thanks for being on.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you today. To tell me a little bit of background about me and why I'm passionate about this topic is I, I hold a master's in education, and education has always been a passion of mine. I worked in healthcare for about 15 years as a consultant with pharmacists, physicians, and hospitals. And I saw the need to really always be a patient advocate in every role that I had. So together with combine my experiences to truly being an advocate for patients through science and evidence-based research was key to me. So this opportunity to work with this organization that focuses on research and cannabis to allow us to educate others, most importantly to me about responsible cannabis use, which is something that is near and dear to me because I want to make sure that we advocate the right way so that the masses actually can have a good experience.
Just like us, education information is tops, and being a health. I'm not a doctor, and neither are you, but being a health advocate and patient advocate is so important in this ever-changing industry. And you and I both used the term bridging the gap. It's so important bridging the gap, not only with patients, but with doctors and patients, with the type of information that's out there regarding medical cannabis used as a medicine. And so what your organization is about in bringing, and again, bridging the gap, but also bringing the education information to these groups is so important. And that's the part that really struck me, my interest being involved with the MCRAA organization. We've been working with them for quite some time now. This upcoming conference, which is the first of its kind for this organization. So this is going to be, breaking the champagne and the maiden voyage. And so thanks for being part of that as well. What changes your background for the past 15 years has been working with healthcare professionals and patients. And so what would you like to see changed, changes for this industry, the medical cannabis industry? I've been in this industry for about 10, 11 years, and it still has a long way to go, and not only bring the stigma down, but the education up. And it's nice to see doctors and politicians and medical professionals that want to get more involved. And so thank you for also being part of that bridging the gap. But can you share what your thoughts are? One, the importance of education. I know you touched up on that, but also two, what you want to see with the industry and how you see where it is now and where it can go.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we want to address the misinformation that's out there about cannabis with evidence-based research and education. So, we have a lot of people that doubt cannabis. They look at it because it's been used in the past. So you have a lot of stories that I think negatively affect the people that are naysayers on the sideline that we truly need to make sure, some of their experiences can help us push the narrative. So everyone is discussing the legalization and therapeutic benefits of cannabis, but we're not hearing about like adverse reactions and side effects. And many people have because of the lack of research and education that currently exists. As you see, everything going towards consumable cannabis products like gummies and energy drinks and these different products. And we don't want people to have bad experience. It causes us to lose ground because of the research to be done around it. And I just think like it's a perfect time because we want to roll this out correctly, so that way we can continue to get support behind it, and we can continue to improve patients' lives with this plant. So, I'm excited about what I would like to see change. Is us to really bring the researchers, bring legislators, people into the room to have this conversation, so we can focus on individualized strains and how it affects each individual. I would like to address some of the potency issues we are currently facing due to the misuse of cannabis. So you'll see that it used to be 3 to 5%, now it's 10 to 20%, and people might have a bad experience and they might never go back. And we don't want to lose that opportunity to really help people confidence, and for the doctors and the pharmacists and the other healthcare providers and the researchers and the people to all be on the same page and get behind products that can truly make a difference in people's lives. So, I think that's what I would want to see the most, is through an organization like MCRAA, for us to get in the room and do the work that it's going to take for us to stand on something that we can believe in.
You mentioned it, cannabis is not a one size fits all type of medicine. What works for me may not work for you. And what happens in my state is different that's happening in your state of Florida right now when it comes to laws, the qualification, as well as being available. And so what products we have over here may not be the same products you have over there. So hopefully one day with information like this, the conference is coming up, we'll be able to, again, bridge that gap, which you and I both love that term, bridging the gap, and having people avoid the tangled web in this ever-changing industry. And so, Jack, I appreciate you coming on here. Sonar
Biosciences.
Sonar Biosciences. If you haven't taken a look at this site, it's really exciting what you're doing, and I'm excited to do more work with you with this conference and beyond too. So if you haven't had a chance to check out Jack's site, you want to read out your website, please?
Yes, Sonar Biosciences, SANARE, Bioscience, BIOSCIENCE.com. We definitely just want to bring more people into the patient through research. Our specialty, we have a strong team of researchers and people that have worked in the big pharma, and I've gotten to believe that we just need more people to be in the room, to be on the same page for us to impact more. And I've kind of opened my company up to that. I want to have conversations with people that are interested in certain studies. We can try to attract those people to be involved with these studies, that we can actually do the work of, I think right now it's time to share information and basically together more than ever, especially about this topic, because we do not want to get it wrong and then it roll out wrong, and then it takes years and years to build confidence in people around this. So Sonar Bioscience, I'd love to help the organization bridge these gaps and bring more people into this conversation.
I appreciate that, Jack. And so cannabis policy across the globe is undergoing seismic changes. It is no longer a question if a country or state will create a medical cannabis program, it's when. In the US, there are 36 states with a comprehensive medical cannabis program, yet healthcare providers still have much to learn. So join us virtually on March 13th as we demystify medical cannabis, from reviewing the endocannabinoid system, quality, as well as potency concerns, policy considerations, and the current state of medical cannabis research. You'll gain a solid understanding of the issues that matter to patients, healthcare providers, as well as researchers, as we work towards advancing research and policy in modern age, which takes place March 13th, 2021, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jack, I can't thank you enough for being on. And John Malanka here with United Patients Group, and we'll see you then. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.